All righty. What's going on, Selina Albright?
I'm good. I'm grateful. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. It's so nice to see you.
It's
You're
good to see
looking
you again
beautiful.
too. You
So how
guys are
was
major supporters, so I really appreciate you and Greg and everyone else at Solar Records Radio for having me on the platform and doing such really great interviews.
Oh wow, it's amazing. We interviewed you and I think maybe two times, once or twice. And so what I wanted to do is first of all find out how was your flight flying all the way from the UK? Was that 11, 12?
Yo, my
Exactly.
day started at 5:15 in the morning. That's when I woke up in London. Then I had to take 3 flights to get over here because I had to change my booking. So it was a long day. It was like 24 hours of just being up and down in the air. But met some cool people, had some good experiences, got to start reading the book. So it was good. I mean, it's always love, it's always good. But it was
Good.
smooth flights pretty much the whole time, and I don't remember much of them because I was sleeping. So thanks for
Great.
asking.
Yeah. So you sleep on the plane that long?
Yes.
Oh, you
As
know
much as
how
I
to.
can. I think because I've been touring so long, the turbulence doesn't bother me. Voices don't bother me much. You just put your noise cancelers in, you could be in your own world having your dreams.
That's awesome. And also being away from your beautiful babies.
Yeah, that part is the hard part about touring. This is the longest. This US tour is the longest I'll ever have been away from them.
Oh,
So we're doing video chats every day. Their grandma on Josh, my husband's side,
okay.
is in town to help a little bit, keep the kids entertained and keep my
Mhm.
husband from going nuts. Which he's
Right?
really good with watching the kids, but it's gonna be 2.5 weeks. So, and they're
Wow,
out of
wow.
school for spring break. So, yeah, I miss the babies. I miss my husband. I even miss my mother-in-law. So that's the hard part.
Very good, very good. So when do you start? You just got here today, right?
Well, technically, because I didn't get to the room till midnight. With the time change, that's a lot. But yeah, it. I just got here yesterday, technically, but it felt like it was just today. It feels like it's just been today, and I don't start the show until the 11th and 12th in Vegas. So I have a
Oh,
couple days to acclimate. I already got my groceries. I had my singer's kit.
all right.
So I'm doing good. I got my jugs of water, and I'm ready to go.
Oh, you ready to go? So is this like you do this same thing every time you have the same food, the drinks, and
I
really?
have everything down to a system because sometimes if I don't have a system for things, I'll get disorganized and I'll just, I end up getting sick because I'm eating just any kind of food, whatever I can pick up. And I don't like surviving. I like to choose and eat really good things while I'm traveling because touring is hard on the body. I'm actually about to post about it now on my social media, helping others to travel better or
Yes.
just to eat better on the run wherever you're
Mm,
going. And
excellent.
so, yeah, I got my ginger, my garlic, fresh garlic. I got my meats and I don't have any gluten, no
Good.
dairy, nothing. The only
Good.
dairy I have is butter, so I can make me some eggs. I got my
Wow.
fruits and vegetables. Yeah, I gotta have a system, or else I get
So you
distracted.
don't drink
I give
you don't
in.
drink milk?
No, no. So I'm actually lactose intolerant. If I drink
Oh,
milk,
that's my wife is same thing, lactose intolerant.
yeah, I can't be doing that to my vocal cords, and I can't be on stage Putin. So we're not doing milk. Nah,
You're funny.
it ain't that kind of party. No,
Yeah.
no. So I really take care of myself, especially well when I'm on tour. I'm very careful.
Okay. Very good. So now, so you're gonna start in Vegas.
Yes.
Where you go after Vegas?
After Vegas, I go to Indianapolis, and that's April 15th at the Jazz Kitchen, which I'm super excited about. Um, And then after that, I go to Charlotte, North Carolina at a place called Middle C. All
Mm.
people from Charlotte know about this place. It's Middle C Jazz. It's beautiful. And I've been there quite a few times as a
Wow.
solo artist. And so I asked them if I could come back. They were like, yeah, we want you back and fast because it's been a couple years. And I've moved to London and everything and haven't come back. So now finally, April 17th, Charlotte, North Carolina, Middle C. And then on the 23rd of April, I'll be at South Jazz Kitchen in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I've been there a few times too. They always take good care of me. And the kitchen, the food
Mm.
at all of these places.
Oh,
I've never been to
amazing.
Max and Jazz, where I'll be on the 11th and 12th here in Vegas. Never been there, but I heard the food is deliciously toasted. Then
Oh.
Jazz Kitchen, it's kitchen in the name. The food there. Last time I was there, it was for the Christmas tour, and we got there. Unfortunately, it was Thanksgiving, and they made us a Thanksgiving spread since we were, traveling on a holiday. This daggone spread, it was apple pie, and the apple pie was fire. And I remember eating it with bacon so I can get the salty and sweet because I was pregnant.
Oh.
I was pregnant with my first on that one. And I got all the guys in the band to try it. Just great memories at Jazz Kitchen with their food. And then with the one in Charlotte, Middle C has a restaurant attached to it that's really, really good. And North Carolina, they got the crab boil, so I gotta have the crab boil while I'm there. Yeah,
Mm.
everything is surrounded, with food. And then South Jazz Kitchen, they have shrimp and grits. So I'm looking forward to the shrimp and grits. So anybody who wants to get a ticket to my shows, they about to eat too, along with the experience, because
Yeah.
that's what I'm about.
So how do they get the tickets?
They get the tickets from SelinaAlbright.com. That's Selina. If you put ENA, you're going to get a different Selena. Selina. And Albright is like my daddy's last name. All and then Bright.
Wow. So you guys, I know y'all hear what she's saying. So, I mean, you could easily remember that's her name is Selena. So you want to make sure you get your tickets as soon as possible. This
Get the
is
ticket.
amazing. Are you going to perform with your father at any time? I saw he was on a cruise.
He was on a cruise in Brazil and they just got back from that. And he's traveling. I think he'll be in Duluth. I can't keep up with his schedule and he can't keep up with mine. We were trying to fit in a show together, but it's just we're touring at the same time
Wow.
at different places, and so it
Right.
just we would
Yeah.
have to talk to each of our booking agents, get them coordinated, and then do a tour together for a short stint of time, and see if we can
That was,
repeat that yearly. And it's just been crazy. He's been doing a whole bunch of stuff. He ain't slowed down yet. He's about to be 70, and I'm like, now can we slow down? Can you do a couple of like local gigs?
He's showing you how it's done.
Hey, and I haven't, you know what? And I haven't skipped a beat either. I've never given up. And that's because of the diligence that I've seen in him and my mother coming up. So,
Yeah.
yeah, he's showing me how it's done.
Yes.
It's different when you walk the walk rather than just talking the talk, right?
That's right. That's right.
He's the
And
GOAT
so
for a reason.
you got into singing
Hmm.
because of what? What reason? What
Oh,
was it?
I didn't want to be a singer in the forefront at first. I wanted to be either a dentist or a medical doctor of some sort. And I also at one point was a teacher. And so I wanted to continue with that. But then the stage just kept finding me. And I was like, I see what my dad is going through. It's hard, especially
Mhm.
like when you're trying to be understood, you're trying to build a brand, you're trying to, maintain momentum and you're trying to grow and get people to see you, especially now when attention spans are shorter and shorter by the minute, it seems. So I didn't want to do this at first, not in the forefront. I wanted to be a background vocalist. And then the front of the stage just kept finding me. I kept getting opportunities. People kept having me to guest on their show. And then I would throw down. And
Yeah.
so then it was like, all right, I guess I'm going to do this. And the moment I knew was when I had traveled to Dallas, Texas. And I ended up singing at this fudge shop where the people who make the fudge, they'll sing for you while they're putting together your package, your order. And
Mm-hmm.
I started singing with them because my friends were like, "Hey, she sings too." They're pointing at my head. I had no idea. And so I started singing My Girl by the Temptations.
Oh.
People came from all different parts of the mall. They're like, "Oh, who is this?" And I'm like, I need to stop fooling myself. And they did it in a key where I'd have to use my falsetto a lot. And people came to hear these vocals. So I'm like, okay, cool. I went to my dad because he happened to be in town at the same time. I went to his hotel room and I said, "You know what, Dad? I think I finally want to do it. I've had my moment of fighting it long enough, and now I want to be a solo artist. Let's pursue this." And so the first thing he wrote with me was my single from 2010, "You and I." And
Oh,
from there, the rest is history. I've had amazing experiences since then.
what a beautiful story. Man, you should write a book about it. Do a
I
movie.
want to write a book. People have been telling me to write a book about my life, and I've been like, I'm not really a writer like that. But
That means your book is going to be huge because you keep denying everything. And then
I
you
keep
become.
denying it, and then the career took off that I was trying to
Yes.
deny. So maybe I'm an author too, and I don't realize it.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
I'm still young, so we'll see what can come, and what the book would even be about.
Yeah.
You know,
It'll it'll happen when it's time. It'll just yes.
I trust
Amen.
that.
Amen.
I trust
Just
that.
your story alone. That's just a natural thing. Just you growing up with this famous guy.
Yeah, because it wasn't the average childhood. It was
Exactly.
Yeah, it was very different. I wasn't supposed to be up past midnight at clubs, like, and then I would fall asleep on the couch in the dressing room backstage.
Mhm.
When I would get tired, and then I was at the sound checks, and then I would see like the women who were trying to get at my dad right in front of my mom. They would be in the bathroom talking mess about my mom right in front of me. I'm like, y'all are sleazy little whores.
I
So,
know.
I got the whole experience, and then I got to see when my dad was betrayed by other artists. So
Wow.
it's a lot of sensitive topics I could write about in a book, but I'd have to be careful how I state things because I don't want to make anybody look bad if they were having a bad moment. And I also don't want to blow up a person too much if
Uh-oh.
that was their only good moment. So,
Okay.
you know what I mean? It's tough stuff to navigate in the
I
music
do.
business. Hmm.
Yes. I know. My father in Philly. I'm from Philly, like
Oh,
you,
cool.
right? So aren't you from Philly, right?
No, I'm not from Philly. I'm from Los Angeles, but I'm going to Philly to
Oh, I
sing.
thought your dad lived in Philly. I thought he was from.
No, we have a lot of family from there. A whole branch of the family lives in Philly, but we know my
Oh,
dad and I were both born in Los Angeles.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, my father was a businessman. He owned 3 gas stations, a hardware store, and an auto store, and a
Okay.
church, and a church. He
And
was
a
the
church.
pastor, so he owned all this stuff. And people would come to me all the time. That's Potts boy. That's Potts boy. You gotta. I was like, okay, whatever that means. And and so they treated me a certain different than they treated other people, and I felt that all the time. And
Yeah.
pastors would come over and say, "So you're gonna take over the church, right?" I was like, "No."
And here you are in radio. I
I'm not
love
kidding.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely people knew early on that I was different
Mm-hmm.
from other kids. It was because I was naturally different, but then having my dad be my dad was a whole nother layer of she's different. We got to treat her differently.
Wow.
Musicians treated me differently, but they knew the talent was there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I don't think I could have. I don't know. That's why the stage kept finding me because all my musical uncles, who were my colleagues, or sorry, my dad's colleagues, they were like, "Let's get her up on stage and let's see if she can scat. Let's get her up on stage and let's see." They wouldn't have done that with other kids.
Right.
No, I wouldn't have had those opportunities. And so, yeah, it has been different. And people thought that I would get into the music business early on because of my
Mm-hmm.
dad. Now, who
Yeah.
is this calling?
I
Interrupting my
just muted
interview.
this. I tried to mute. That's my wife's phone,
Oh, it's your wife's phone. Got it. Okay.
and she
That
can't
makes
hear it. So,
You said
Phone's loud as it can be. But anyway,
my mom does the same thing.
Same thing, got it blasted.
Blasting. We'll be in the car and just. I need my ears. I need them.
I need them. Good guys. So I want to say once again, thank you so much for blessing Solar Records Radio with just this beautiful smile and your heart for music. I used to live in Laguna Beach, and I lived there for 45 years.
Really?
45 years in Southern California.
But you only look 45. So that's good.
It's so sweet. Oh, thank you. I have to take my glasses off to try to look younger, but here we go. I'm back to old age. I'm the same age as your dad.
Huh?
I'm the same age as your dad.
He doesn't look anything over 45 either. So it's just, it's melanin, it's lifestyle, it's joy and happiness and love and all that
stuff. Yes, that's right. So one more time before we go, I know you're a busy woman. I want to just say thank you again for blessing us. But I want you one more time to tell us where your shows are again so people could grasp it.
There are 4 dates.
4
Las
dates.
Vegas, Indianapolis.
Hold on, wait. Las Vegas, what's the date?
Las Vegas is the 11th and 12th of April.
Okay.
Indianapolis is the 15th of April.
Okay.
Charlotte, North Carolina is the 17th of April. And Philadelphia is the 23rd of April.
She's
Go
an
to
April girl.
SelinaAlbright.com. Find all the dates, tickets, showtimes, all of that is on there.
Excellent.
Yes. Now, you see, I'm in my bathing suit. After we get off this interview, I'm going to the pool. I'm about to read me this new book that one of my fans and friends gave me. And I'm about to chill so I could be ready to sing all the good notes on the 11th and 12th.
So every time I bring you up, like if I'm doing a show, if I'm playing a song like that girl was just singing, and you're like, "Oh, she had to hit that highest note," and you hit it too. And I start thinking about you, and I go, you guys have to check out Selina Albright. I'm just telling you, she's got more to talk about than music. So when we interviewed her, she was talking about stuff in my brain and telling me about certain foods, and I said, what? And I couldn't. I said, Greg was having such a good time talking to her. I didn't even know that he knew all this stuff about you that had nothing to do with music.
Greg is good at learning things about people.
Yes, he is.
He will dig up some dirt. I'm like, do you have my social security card? Like, Lord Jesus. Maybe you could find it for me.
Thank you for finding it. Oh, well. But anyway, so if you want to know about this lady, just go to her page or however. Where can people find you?
SelinaAlbright.com. So I have all of my social media links on there. But if you're an Instagram junkie like I am, it's at Selina Albright. And then TikTok at Selina Albright. Threads at Selina Albright. And then on Facebook, if you're a Facebook head, then it's / Selina Albright Music. And you can find all my announcements, videos, photos. TikTok is where I get super comfortable. If you want to see a lot of behind the scenes where I'm talking about the fact that I just discovered coffee in America is absolutely gross. I'm sorry. I drank that coffee. I thought I was doing something normal. Anyway, all of that stuff about my day-to-day is on TikTok and sometimes on Instagram. I can't wait to meet all of you.
Well, thank you so much for blessing us. We love you.
Thank you.
Go and relax and get ready for your shows. And thank you again. We love you. Be blessed. And we'll see you next time on Solar Records Radio.
Love y'all too. Thanks for having me again.
All right, baby.
Bye.
Bye-bye.